all other sons and daughters of Ewekoro, and Itori particularly, I want to thank you for what we are witnessing today. Let me congratulate His Royal Highness, the Olu of Itori, Oba Abdul Fataya Kurede Akamo. Kabiesi, I am so impressed with what I have witnessed today. You are a very dependable man. You are a very passionate man. You are, of course, very dedicated. You are very reliable. You are very determined. You are very dogged. You are very loyal. You are very enlightened and well-traveled. Of course, you are very handsome. I'm sure Olori can testify to that. But more importantly, you are a good man. You are a very good man. Kabiyesi, I am very grateful for all the support you have been giving this administration since when we assumed office. You have been very steadfast. And you have continued to be consistent in your support. You've gone beyond the call of a Kabiyesi. You've determined that there are no boundaries. You have confidence, absolute confidence in this administration, and you have gone to every length to demonstrate your support for what we have done, what we have promised to do, and what you also believe that we will do. Kabiyesi, I want to congratulate you and all your Kabiyesis in council, all the sons and daughters of Itori, and in fact, all of us, for this celebration and the grand finale of the Itori Day 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, this celebration is to promote the culture and tradition of Itori people and by extension Ogun State. This is also to promote the development of this community. So it's a marriage between cultural development and community development. Itori land boasts of several sons and daughters who have earned international recognitions and acclaims in different human endeavor. They are standard bearers of the Omoluabi values of honor, integrity, and resilience. This festival features the display of our rich culture and heritage, as we have seen. We saw the Igunos, we saw the different women that have performed, we even saw the Indian that performed. And I had to ask Kabiyesi, Iboletiri Indian Nitori. And Kabiyesi said she's from here. Thoroughly enjoyable, thoroughly commendable. This celebration will continue to be a rallying point for all sons and daughters of this community, both at home and abroad. And let me assure you, we will do everything to continue to support the sustenance of this all-important Itori Day celebration. Our administration has continued to ensure that we give culture, tradition, and community development its pride of place, because we understand the all-embracing role of culture as a very integral component in community development. And we must continue to celebrate our culture so that our children and children's children can be bequeathed with our history. This also is a veritable platform to exchange ideas on more practical approaches to community development. On occasion like this, we'll continue to strengthen the already existing unity amongst our people. Let me say to you that this community, this town, this local government is a very important local government to this state. It is one of the local governments that have helped us in earning that prestigious title as the industrial capital of this country. After all, the entire of Itori and Ewekoro is sitting on limestone. And we know that just round the corner you have Lafarge and you also have Dangote. Let me tell you what you don't know, or let me remind you what you know. This local government is the local government that is responsible for Ogun State being the #1 in non-oil revenue in this country. So this is a very important local government to us. When people are saying that maybe governor will not come, governor may not be here, I say they don't understand that me, I am chasing money. I will not leave Olu alone. This is where the non-oil revenue is coming from. Besides, Olu is a good man. When we see good people, we must continue to identify with them. And the philosophy of self-help and self-reliance cannot be better demonstrated by none other than Olu Itori himself. He's very versatile. He's very driven. He will call me and say, "Eba mi pe Dangote, eba mi pe Ejoreyin, eba mi pe Dangote." You know, when you see a Kabiyesi who is not just contented with sitting in his palace and discussing with his chiefs or his olori, but whose preoccupation is about how to develop his community, who is extremely enterprising and goes out of his way to look for ways and means to uplift his people, who understands that by doing this it would translate into individual prosperity. No, we must continue to support such Kabiyesis. And I want to say to Olu that this administration will continue to give you that support based on all that you have demonstrated in terms of the passion for developing your people and your community. You recall, like Kabiyesi said, in the course of our campaign, Kabiyesi asked me about what we will be doing for this community, and I told him that because we are a government that is inclusive and participatory, I will not tell you what I want to do for you. You tell me what you want the government to do for you. And Kabiyesi said, amongst other things, this Itori Township Road has never been given any attention by any administration. And I said to Kabiyesi, by the grace of God, when we assume office, amongst other things that you've requested, we will give this Itori Township Road the priority that it deserves. Let me share with you that Kabiyesi did everything for us to commission that road today. He wanted us to commission that road today. And I also did not mind commissioning the road today. But on one hand, I thought, as important as it is to do it, I also did not want anything to compete with today's celebration. I wanted this celebration to stand on its own, to enjoy all the media and all the attention. And I said to him, don't worry, Kabiyesi, we will come back. He will give me another opportunity to come back to Itori land to do something else, which is the commissioning of this Itori Township Road. So Kabiyesi, a promise made, a promise delivered. All the other promises that we've made, we will deliver. Your hospital, we are going to reconstruct it, and that process has begun. All other rural roads that are here, we will begin to grade them almost immediately. Your request for transformers, we'll be delivering some transformers to your community under our Ogun Light Up project. So Kabiyesi, we are with you all the way in our joint determination to continue to build the future of Ogun State together. Amongst other roads that we've done or reconstructed in Ogun State, and Ogun Central in particularly. I must not fail to mention that in 3 years and 7 months, we constructed over 400 kilometers of roads. And I also like to acknowledge the fact that, like you said, rightly so, that 3 years and 7 months minus 1.5 years of COVID. So you can imagine what we would have done if there was no COVID. We have the Obantoko Road, which is called the Fajo American Junction Bonogo Road. We have the Itori Aderele Road, Vespa Road in Ifo, the Diaba Elite Road in Abeokuta, the Abeokuta Shagamu Expressway. Of course, we completed the flyover bridge in Kuto, the Pansheke Adigbe Road, the Lafenwa Rounder Road, Olusegun Oshoba Road in Agbado. We are on Akute Denro Chassis Road. By the grace of God, that road will be finished before the end of February. The Olomore Sunny Road is completed. The Arepo Road, that is the Journalist Estate Road, is completed and commissioned. The Shinwowode Road is under construction. The Mowe Ofada Road, amongst several other roads in Ogun Central. Again, like I promised when we assumed office, every inherited project that we inherited from the previous administration that has economic benefit to our people will be completed. And I want to say that we've done just that. I promised you that I will not develop any part of this state at the expense of another one. And I believe KBAC, we've also demonstrated that, because I am not governor of just Ogun Central or Ogun East, but I'm governor by the grace of God of Ogun Central, Ogun East, and Ogun West. KBAC, as we approach the 2023 elections, I don't have a doubt that the whole of Ewekuru is already yellow. As you can see, it's called Yellow Revolution. Everybody here is yellow. In fact, boya awa quantity ni yellow papa. I want to enjoin you, your council, our chiefs, our Bali Okolus, all our community leaders, to ensure that we all go to collect our PVCs. Because without our PVCs, we will not be able to exercise our franchise. They say a people deserve the leader that they vote for. The only way that you can vote for this continued development in Ogun State is to ensure that you collect your PVCs. We will also not tolerate any form of cultism, any form of hooliganism. We will not tolerate any form of thuggery. Since we have used office, we've lowered the political temperature in the Ogun State. As you can see, we've allowed every party to go about campaigning as they wish. When I was on my way to Government House, I was harassed, I was intimidated, I was bullied, I was chased out of the stadium. But when I assumed office, I said to my team, we will not do that. We are already in government. As a matter of fact, we are government. We don't have anything, and we don't need to prove anything to anybody. After all, I am a prince, and a prince does not fight like a slave. We will show them that when they go low, what do? We go high. When they go low, we go high. And God will continue to keep us higher and higher above all of them in Jesus' mighty name. So please, we are Ogun State. We will not be defined by political violence or by political thuggery. We will go about, we will campaign vigorously, we will cast our ballots, and by the grace of God, May 29, 2023, you will all be joining me at the stadium, MKO Stadium in Abeokuta, when I will be sworn in again to continue the job that we've all worked together to start and to sustain. I want to thank you again, all the sons and daughters of Itori land, all the Bale Okolus, all the chiefs, all the KBACs, all the progressive KBACs have come from all over Ogun Central to be part of today's gracious occasion. His Royal Highness Oba Abdul Fattah Akamo himself and his beautiful wife. I want to thank the MC Adejoke, I want to thank you for doing such a beautiful job. I'm tempted that where we are going, we'll take you with us. So just take you to Okemoson. And I want to thank also Mr. Latin. I want to thank you for that testimony. You said when we assumed office, you did not think much of this administration. But now, you are one of our disciples. I'm very grateful. Go forth and spread the gospel. I want to thank you very much for that testimony. I want to thank particularly the organizers of this Itori Day for not just making today possible, for making it such a huge success. We give glory to the Almighty God, and I pray that the same God has brought us here safely today to congregate, that same God will take us back home safely in Jesus' mighty name. Let me on that note wish all of us a Merry Christmas and a prosperous and healthy New Year. Please let us celebrate with our sense of responsibility and modesty. Thank you all for listening to me. Thank you very much, Sheffield. You are very appreciated. God bless you. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn.
Thank you very much. Great Nigerian students. Greatest Nigerian students. Greatest Nigerian students.